Alright then, sports looks good. You sure you're okay writing basketball and the column?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright. News.
Okay, for the news list, I got writers for Search for the New Provost, textbooks for students with learning disabilities, the climate change with Professor Greg Wiles, XCAP, but I still need a writer for the news briefs.
I can do that.
Thanks, Tim. The Worcester Sound, an independent student press since 1883. That's what it says on our masthead, anyway. Actually, it's only been the Worcester Sound since 1904, when the Worcester Inquirer and the University Sound merged, after the Worcester Inquirer's editor got fired for taking naked pictures of the president's wife. But yeah, ever since then. Different editor every year. I've been looking forward to this since my freshman year, fixing all the things that sucked. And, still stuck with the same office, though. I mean, it's nice. It's a good place to work. The school bought us some good computers. It's just a little cramped, poorly ventilated, not a lot of windows, ugly red carpet, sticks to your shoes, and there are gummy bears on the ceiling. I've actually been there as long as I can remember. Kind of makes it feel like home. Alright, moving on to viewpoints. Andy?
So I was thinking I'd get that Jack kid to write about something or other, like healthcare. I'll think of something else to put in, and I'll get my roommate to draw another cartoon.
Okay, first of all, do you think you could actually bring a story list to Ed Board next time?
I just gave you the story list.
Something or other about healthcare?
There are a lot
And
of...
second of all, Jack? Really? Jack? Do you even read his stuff?
The stuff's not that bad. I mean, he's just got a good handle on AP style. And
The kid's a lunatic.
Well, I mean, it fills space. And actually, it fills space in two different issues. Because Jack will usually piss someone off, and so they write something in response, and it's one less thing I have to think about. Plus, it makes us look unbiased.
It's not about filling space, it's about journalism.
Alright, so we're supposed to have a story list done by every Sunday, but I mean, as long as it gets done by Wednesday, there's no big deal about it.
I did not hire her. I don't know what Sam was thinking when he brought her on.
We needed people. Half of our staff went abroad, and Clark's interview process was scaring people away.
There are 12 things wrong with this front page. You have 3 minutes to find them. Good luck.
The only person who could possibly pass it was Tim.
hairline, widow, text not lined up, pictures not lined up, story ends mid-sentence, text bleeds into picture, and caption says this is Nick Torelli when it's actually his twin brother Rick Torelli. You can tell by the badly pixelated mole.
So I decided to take over and hire the 3 people who are still interested. I put B on the news, Andy on viewpoints because it's obviously the easiest, and Thomas on photos.
Let's move on. What do we have going on in arts? Catherine?
I've been working on the sound since freshman year, and he still forgets my name. Sometimes he just calls me Arts.
It's Kathleen.
Sorry.
I have a couple movie reviews, and someone's going to talk to a visiting professor about a Scottish show she's directing. I think I'm pretty much set with my writers.
Alright, great. We need to make sure we get some photos for rehearsal or something. Great. Where's the new photos, guy?
I told him we could just email the photo request.
Email? Photos always comes to Ed Board.
Is it really that big of a deal?
Are we done here yet?
Yeah, we're done. I'll see everybody on Wednesday. Hairline. Right there.
Hey Andy, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, the sports article's talking about how our basketball team's really good at dunking. And I was just wondering, if we're so good at it, why don't we just do that all the time? I mean, isn't it a legitimate way to get points, and it'd be really easy?
Variety mostly.
What do you mean by variety?
Well, basketball's a spectator sport. If they always did the same thing, it would get boring and no one would come to watch.
But I thought the point was about winning. Like, aren't we supposed to do that as a college team?
Yeah, but winning isn't much good if there's nobody there to watch it. It's actually sort of ironic, even in the sporting world, one must sacrifice true greatness in pursuit of the almighty dollar.
Huh. I never thought of it like that. That's pretty cool. I mean, all this time I thought we gave scholarships because people were talented. Like, it's like a bunch of actors dancing around stage with the ball. Like, that's so
He's
cool.
obviously just messing with you, Tim.
Oh, right. Anyway, so I have your sports P1,
Thank you.
and I finished your column for viewpoints. It's a little bit more of a narrative than I'm used to, but other than that, it turned out okay.
Thank you, Tim. He reads anything you put in there. I've even started putting in my fictional writing assignments to see if he'll notice. He hasn't.
Can I show you a cool trick for that? Look. You highlight the whole page with Control A. You can just go to the leading box, enter any number between 0 and 3, and there you go. See, it takes care of your widows, and it'll make it fit into whatever space you've got.
Cool, thanks, but you could have just told me. I've worked with Quark before.
I know. I just wanted to make sure you got it.
Clark, just
Anyway.
let her do the page. Tim actually needs some help. There are a lot of printouts to be read, so you should give him a hand.
Okay, let me know if you need help with anything else, okay?
Clark is very enthusiastic about the sounds. I mean, I'm sure he just wants everything to be right, but it feels like he's been doing the layout of my page for the past 2 weeks, and I won't feel right putting this on my resume if I don't do any of my own work.
I've actually been done with my page for like an hour. I'm just waiting to get the edits back. Is this for a class or something?
We can't print this. Andy, what is this?
What? It's just a cartoon.
It's offensive.
He's right. It's just mean. You can't make fun of people's occupations like this.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Didn't really think it was that funny. Just didn't care. Or have any other way of filling the space.
Besides, it's not like I have anything else to fill the space. And no, it's not like anybody reads the sound anyway. Mostly just the writers and their parents.
That's not
probably.
true. Every time you take out the paper on Friday, the bin's empty, right?
Most of the time, half empty. Sometimes even 3/4. I just take the extras and put them in recycling and save some for archives. Also, the art department usually takes an entire stack to make paper mache and stuff. I didn't really have the heart to tell them that. But we still need to be professional.
It's just a cartoon. No one cares.
No, we're not printing it. I'll fill the space. You're lucky I have a stockpile of editorial subjects.
Somehow, I'm really not surprised.
Hey, Clark, I've got a couple things I want you to look at for me. Clark? Obviously, we're here for you.